So again, my name is Michael, guys. I'm from Ontario. Welcome everybody here. What we're going to show you today is a way that can increase your passive income, increase your ability to have money coming in while you're doing something else, leveraging your time. That's what this is about. Many people here in this company that we're about to show you are creating an extra $200 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, even $10,000 a month. There's even a few people in this company already now creating a six-figure monthly income, which sounds astronomical. If you're coming from, the job standpoint, the job environment, it sounds kind of amazing to make six figures in a month, doesn't it? But that is actually possible here. It's being done with this company, and we're going to show you exactly how you can do that as well. There's anything you can want to do here. Whether it's 3 figures, 4 figures, or 5 per month, it's happening. I've been involved myself since April of this year, and I've been able to create a 5-figure monthly income with Paraiba. I'm seeing incredible growth, incredible success from sharing this. Our team is doing amazing things, as are so many other people's teams, and it's wonderful to see that people truly are changing their financial lives in a tremendous way here with what we're about to show you. So we're going to have a very brief overview on this information, what this company is all about, how the compensation plan numbers work, and then we'll have some quick announcements afterwards of some new things that this company has brought about over the last month that to me are very, very exciting. I'm more excited now with this company than I ever have been because I know the trajectory that we're on. There's a vision here. When we first started over a year ago, there's a vision here to be a $1 billion company. I know that's a big number, but we're on track to do that. We already exceeded what we wanted to do in our first year. And now we're on track to be a $100 million company in 2021. And those of you that are just seeing this now can be on the ride with us to that $100 million. We've got something here very special. I truly believe that. I'm not just saying it. There's a lot of companies out there in the crypto space. If you're a grizzled crypto veteran like I am over the last few years, then maybe you've lost money, maybe you've made money, but you've probably seen a lot of different ways that you can create a passive revenue stream. But in my opinion, based on everything I've seen and experienced, I've never seen a company that is so well-rounded like we are, with numbers that make sense, with a big vision for the future. So let me bring up the presentation here, and we're going to get started. Let me share my screen. Here we go. All right. And can everybody see this? Yes. Okay, Dave, thank you. All right, thanks, guys. All right, so before we get into the presentation, actually, I have to remember that this is a different presentation. It's kind of brand new here. Very quickly about our CEO, very important to understand. This company is actually over a year old, even though you might be brand new seeing it today. This is 2019. And this gentleman that you see here, Eric Ellie, he lives in Germany. He's actually born in the US, but moved to Germany. He is a very successful businessman. Ever since his mid-20s, he had $1 million companies. And he's been a crypto trader himself over the last 3.5 years, a very successful cryptocurrency trader. He's seen a lot going on in the cryptocurrency business arena. And he realized and believed that he could do something better in this space. He thought that he could create something that truly could change people's lives, but for the long term, right? Something that could sustain, something that has longevity, something that makes sense, right? Because you might have seen other companies out there offering big percentages that don't make sense, and they're gone in a month or 2 or 3, right? He believed he could do it better. So I believe, based on having a very good conversation with him at the very beginning, and many more since, he showed me what was going on behind the scenes. He showed me real trading. He showed me his vision. And I believe that this could happen. I believe that we could go to $1 billion. He told me he's a 5-year plan to $1 billion company. And it made sense to me what he wanted to do when he showed me, when he talked to me about it. So I said, you know what? I'm on board. But he's 42 years of age, and he's got 3 kids. He's married. And so, this man obviously has a lot of responsibility in his life, right? He's not about to screw that up. So he wants to do things right. And what we're going to show you here today is the company from a legal standpoint, from a compensation standpoint, from a future vision standpoint, from all the companies now that we have working together with Paraiba. You're going to see that he's been doing it correctly, certainly in my opinion, hopefully in yours when you see it. And that's what I love about this man. He's really got things straight, because I believe what he's done in the last year, most companies probably wouldn't have done or couldn't have gotten done in 2 or 3 years. And so I'm very impressed with what he's doing and continues to do with this company. So we have 3 companies here. There's the Unique Private Bank, Paraiba, and the Unique Exchange. I'm going to concentrate myself here on Paraiba and how this can create extra income for you on a weekly basis. It's changed my life, and I want to help change yours financially. It's happening. We're making it happen. All you got to do is lock arms with us, and we're going to show you the way. All right. So a quick risk disclaimer, guys. Very important to understand that if you would get involved in anything online, any type of investment, that risk can happen. Or risk is there, right? Loss of funds can happen. It's trading, right? At the heart of Paraiba, we are a trading company. So with trading, loss of funds could occur. So we all have to realize that. We certainly have a lot of great things in place to mitigate any kind of risk, but this has to be said, right? So this is information, guys, just for educational purposes. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. And should you get started with us, you would only get started with risk capital, not funds that you'd be using for, a mortgage or food or any necessities of life, right? I'm sure we're all adults here. I'm sure we all understand that, right? Okay, so from a legal standpoint, because very important we start off with that, we are a very legal company. We're actually owned by the Unique Private Bank, which has multiple licenses to do business around the world. And they are also licensed to do up to $20 million USD. It actually started off at 2.5. Now we have 20 million. We're going to upgrade as we go. We have our PW Pay limited payment provider, which is established in Kazakhstan, our Unique Private Bank, which is the legal owner of the Unique Exchange. And we have our Unique Exchange, which is contracted to do service for Paraiba World. So here's our bank license out of the Comoros Union. And again, started with $2.5 million of authorized capital. And we are a virtual bank, by the way. And now this has increased to 20 million. As our company grows, as we need to do more things behind the scenes with this bank, then we will add to that, right? It's very simple to do as time goes by. We also have our Unique Exchange license out of Malaysia, Unique Crypto LLC. And the Unique Exchange offers you everything that you need to do right now. If you need to go from fiat to crypto to buy Bitcoin, or from Bitcoin back to your bank, this company can do that. We're doing business mostly right now for that type of service in the SEPA zone, which is Europe. But anyone in the world practically can join the Unique Exchange and do crypto to crypto transactions, right? So we can actually do withdrawals now from the profits we were making with Paraiba almost instantly. Within about 15, 20 minutes now, they get right into our Unique Exchange. I love this service. I love what these guys are doing. It's very, very smooth. And we'll have more on that as we go on here. Our Paraiba structure, we have our bank license, obviously very important. We're doing a lot of business behind the scenes. And so everything is done properly here. The security of our funds that we've given to Paraiba is very, very important. And the company takes it very, very seriously. We have our Unique Exchange, which handles all our transactions to and from crypto or crypto to crypto. As I mentioned, works very, very smoothly. We also now have our Messenger app, and this is going to be a big thing. And Stefan is going to talk to us a little bit about some of these new things, including this app. The company has spent a long time, this entire year, actually making an app that's very similar to Telegram and WhatsApp, but even more secure, that doesn't actually sell your data at all. And we've got some great things coming for that this month, some new additions. We're going to be able to do groups. We're going to be able to do conferences with this app. And it's going to be monetized heavily in 2021. It's going to be a really cool thing. What we want to have are all these areas that we do business in, we want to have control over them, right? So if the company has control over these things, then we mitigate risk. We have the bank, so we control the bank. We don't have a third party that we have to deal with. That's great. Same with the exchange. We own the exchange. We don't have a third party exchange we have to deal with. And then we're using Telegram right now, a lot of us, right? We're using it, and it's a good service, but we don't own Telegram. We don't know what they're doing with that information. We think it's pretty secure, probably better than some others. But when you own it, that's awesome, right? So we're actually owning our own data. We have security over the information that goes over that system, and it's not sold to anybody. And then we have our online gift shop as well, which just started with Paraiba gifts and things like that right now, clothing and whatnot, and that's going to expand as time goes by. Here's our business concept, the areas where the company creates revenue. So when we first started, when I got involved, the company at its heart, and really it still is, but we're expanding big now for sure. But at its heart, we're a trading company. So the company has 7 very highly skilled, highly qualified traders. And our CEO is also a very highly skilled, highly qualified trader for over the last 3.5 years. So that's really how this was born, because he believed that he could create a really great company, a really great concept around cryptocurrency trading. And of course, we've all seen the volatility of the crypto markets, right? We've all seen that. Certainly this year, it's been kind of a wild ride. It's been up and down the first part of this year. And now we see, wow, look at it today. I don't know what it's at right now, but last time I checked it, it was just over 19,000 US. So we've really blasted up into the stratosphere, and could it go further? I don't know. I hope it does. It probably will. But what these traders love is this volatility, right? This volatility of the up and down all the time, right? That's where they can create immense amount of profits. And certainly we do that because we've got some of the very, very best traders with this company. What's kind of unique, and you may not have heard this before, is that this company has what I'm calling collateralized trading. So actually the traders that want to work for Paraiba, if they want to work for us, they actually have to give up some of their own Bitcoin in a separate wallet that the company controls. And if they get into a drawdown and lose, the company keeps that Bitcoin. Pretty unique, right? I like that. So in essence, as said, the company doesn't lose, because if the trader loses, then the company keeps it. So a very different way of doing business. Paraiba and our CEO, how he does that with the traders, but I like it. It makes sense, right? So the cryptocurrency trading is very profitable for the company. But if you're going to go to $1 billion company, and that's the plan, right? Over the next 4 years now, the plan is $1 billion company. You have to go beyond crypto trading, right? It's not going to just be about that. It's going to be about other things. So in October of this year, we launched our cryptocurrency exchange, the Unique Exchange. And it's actually an existing exchange. It was an existing exchange that had thousands of customers. And now we're adding tens of thousands of more Paraiba customers. And as we grow to a 50,000 active member company, to 100,000 to 200,000, you can imagine that fees are created with the use of a cryptocurrency exchange. And that's just going to continue to strengthen the company, right? Why use another exchange? Why not get the fees here to the company? So that's phenomenal. We have a great exchange platform. I've been using it since it began, and I got to tell you, it's absolutely phenomenal. Very fast transactions, and we're going to grow in the amount of coins and services that this offers over the coming weeks and months. We also have real estate behind the scenes. Some of you that have been in for a while may not have known this, but the company's been involved in real estate. Why? Because, well, real estate generally goes up over time. There can be tremendous ways to profit securely through real estate. And so we want everything to be smooth as we grow to $1 billion company. So real estate is becoming a big part of that now for Paraiba. So our revenue overview, we have our cryptocurrency trading. We have our exchange platform, Unique Exchange. We have our online store. We have our messaging app, which is going to become bigger this month and in 2021. And we have our strategic real estate investments. Our back office, guys, is very smooth. I love our back office. It works very, very well, and it's very, very secure. Paraiba actually bought a company in the US that specializes in artificial intelligence security, anti-hacking systems. And it's one of the very best systems, apparently, that money can buy. And I watched them do the presentation on this a few weeks back, and I'm not going to begin to even get into the technical aspects of it, because that's not my expertise at all. But it sounded very impressive. And I know that they've had millions of hacking attempts on our private website, and none of them have got through, because this AI learns as it goes. And it's very, very solid at preventing any issues security-wise with our website platforms. We also have, of course, for our own accounts, our CAPTCHA implementation and our email confirmation. So all that is proper, works very smoothly. So when you join with Paraiba, guys, the way it works is when you come in and you do your KYC, it's actually done through our exchange. So when you do the KYC, it's automatically done for both your Paraiba account and your unique exchange account. Everything very transparent. And you actually have an overview of your Paraiba accounts inside your back office of your unique exchange account. So you can see all the numbers. And they're going to have increased aspects of your account as time goes by with this as well. You'll be able to consolidate for withdrawals and things like that. So very, very cool. Everything operating nice and smoothly there. And our Paraiba online store, which has started now with some nice gift items. So very simple model. Guys, you register for free with Paraiba. You deposit with at least $25. I'm going to show you why you'd want to start with more than that. Guys, we're not a game. We're a real company. So I always suggest to people you want to start with a little bit more. Bare minimum $100. Really $1,000 or more is best to start with Paraiba. You'll see why as I go through the compensation in a moment. And you can refer this business or not. It's optional, entirely up to you. If you want to be a passive member with Paraiba, just have your money working for you in an environment that might be better than anything traditional, then you can do that. If you wish to share that, if you wish to share Paraiba with other people, then there's a tremendous, tremendose way that you can create more revenue for yourself on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. And it can get very, very exciting. And we'll show both of these. And by the way, it doesn't matter if you are passive or active. You will be able to profit from all of the income streams that I'm going to show you here today. So here's our financial structure. You can start from $25. Our deposits are in cryptocurrency right now, guys. Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out, okay? But if you're in the SEPA zone, if you're in Europe and you've got dollars, it's no problem. You can actually send bank transfer to your unique exchange, get your Bitcoin. Very easy to do. And of course, if you're in any other country, guys, we've got websites that show every exchange that you could possibly need in any country. Very easy to buy Bitcoin these days. You can even buy it with a credit card within a few minutes. I got people doing that. Reinvestment. So if you've got profit in your back office, in your account and your usable balance, then you can reinvest $25 or more. Okay, so it's like a compounding effect. And withdrawals are from $100. And what's nice is now we can do withdrawals anytime we want, night or day, right to our unique exchange account. And it's there in about 15, 20 minutes. Here are the 5 different ways that the company pays us. And I'll go over all these ways just very briefly here. We have our own deposit. Company will pay you from 0.3% to up to 0.5% on your own funds. Company pays us 4 days per week. Now, when I first heard 4 days per week, first question that was in my mind is, why aren't we getting paid the other 3, right? Because the cryptocurrency trading markets are open 24/7. And we know that they're probably trading those other days. So the answer made sense to me. The answer is this. It's nice to have a cushion, right? We all want sustainability. We all want longevity. So what if there's a trading day that maybe it's not quite what they want it to be? Well, guess what? They've got those other 3 days that they're trading as a cushion to make sure that what they're paying us is absolutely going to be smooth and there's not an issue. That made sense. As well, there's company expenses. Company has our CEO. We've got management. We've got programmers, developers, support staff. We've got all kinds of different people that need to get paid, right? There's even offline events, things like that. So all these things take money. So it made sense to me that there's that cushion there for the company. We also get paid in what's called 100-day cycles. And what's really cool here is that your funds never expire with Paraiba. Maybe you're that online grizzled veteran that I was talking about, and you've seen other companies where you're creating passive income, but at some point it expires. And then you've got to put more money back in. Not with Paraiba. With Paraiba, your own investment actually continues on. So we have the 100-day cycles of the 4 days per week, which is about 6 months. At the end of the 6 months, if you need that investment back, it's an emergency, you need it back, you can get it back, no problem. If you just leave it, then it continues. There's no expiry on your funds. So essentially, it's a lifetime contract with Paraiba. As long as Paraiba is profitable, then you will be profitable. So I like that. I never have to add more funds as time goes by if I don't want to. It just continues earning for me. We have our first line bonus. So the company will pay you on your first level, the people that you personally refer, actually up to a match. So what they're getting passively, you can make passively. Very cool. We have our downline bonus where you can get paid on infinite levels, level 50, 100, 200, still getting paid with the company. And we have our pool share, which is paid out of the streamline. And this is something very unique that maybe none of you have seen before, or not maybe done exactly in this way. But the streamline are all of the deposits that come into the company worldwide after you have joined, which is why so many people want to get involved with Paraiba now, because we're just starting to enter a momentum phase for 2021 towards that $100 million company I was talking about. And so we have people that want to get their streamline value up as high as possible. So the sooner you join, the sooner that streamline starts to grow. And even as a free member, guys, your streamline will grow. So make sure that if you're brand new today, that right after this presentation is over, that you get yourself a free account, because the streamline will grow. Why? Because people are coming into Paraiba all the time and depositing all the time. And so you'll see this streamline value going up every few minutes or every hour or so. It's kind of cool. And we've got people now with millions of dollars in their streamline. And you can get paid a percentage of the profit generated daily off your streamline value. So you can see why you want to get started as quickly as possible. The bigger the streamline, the bigger the potential profits for you. And there's 7 different pools the company will pay you on for that streamline. Lastly, we have our ranking bonus, which are one-time bonuses achieved for building your business. So we have 5 ways to earn with Paraiba, guys. Payouts are made with Bitcoin. And we have our active accounts, your active accounts, all active accounts in your business you will earn on in the entire structure. You earn from the first business day. Right now it's Sunday. Our first business day where we get paid is Wednesday. So we're paid from Wednesday to Saturday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's the 4 days per week here in the Western world. It's a little bit later in Europe, right? It's more like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But those are the 4 days per week. But as soon as you've got your funds in and they're in the deposit box, you will earn as soon as Wednesday arrives. You're in charge here with Paraiba. What I love, you're your own boss, right? It's not linear income. It's passive income. It's income that can come in while you're doing something else, while you're at work, while you're sleeping, while you're eating, while you're at the beach. Income comes in here, guys, and you can do literally whatever you want to do here. Whatever kind of effort that you want to put in, commitment you want to make, guys, big things can be done here. I'm a living example of that. We're going to show you my account later on. No referrals are required here. As mentioned, if you want to be 100% passive and never share this with anyone, then you will take part and can take part in all of these income streams I'm about to show you, and certainly you will if you're sharing this with others. So briefly on the different ways that we get paid. Here's how it works. With your own deposit, 0.3 to 0.5% per business day. So anything from $25 up to $49,999, you get the 0.3%. All right. That ends up being about 5%, just over 5% per month. Anything over $50,000, the company's going to pay you 0.5% per business day, and that is about 8% per month. Now, we can actually get this up a little bit more through some passive strategies and structuring that we do, which is fine by the company. But I got to tell you that this is much better than anything I've seen that's traditional for sure. And it's not pie in the sky like 2 or 3% per day like some scam companies out there are offering, right? These are numbers that make sense based on what the company is able to do from its various revenue sources, right? We don't want to be paying out too much and then gone in 2 or 3 months, right? We don't want that. We want a company, at least I hope you would want a company that can be around for years, right? That's why I joined this, one of many reasons. I wanted this company to sustain, to last, to have longevity. So the numbers to me here made sense, right? They've got to make sense, but certainly much better than anything traditional. First line bonus. These are the people on your first level, your first line, okay? And you can qualify for this bonus pretty easily. Now, remember I said you could start with $25 minimum with Paraiba, but that's not really where you want to stay, right? You'd want to add more really initially if you can. $100 would be the bare minimum, in my opinion. And if you want to qualify for the first line bonus, you need to have yourself $100. And if you have between 1 and 4 people you've shared this with, then the company will pay you 0.05%. Now, that is a portion of the trading activity from the deposits of those first line people. If you can get yourself up to 20 or more, the company will pay you the maximum at this point of 0.3%. Again, that is a portion of the trading profits from the deposits of those people. Now, remember what you were making. You're making 0.3% off your own funds, right? See that number? It's exactly the same, 0.3%. So now whatever anyone on your first line deposits, you're making exactly what they're making. Very cool, very powerful. If you're building this business, this is your first goal, is to get to 20 with at least 100, because now you're getting that 100% match. The downline bonus, also very exciting, because you can build this to infinite levels and the company's still paying you guys. So the way the downline bonus works, to qualify for all these percentages that you see, you need to have at least $1,000 yourself. And they want you to build 2 lines here, okay? This is not a binary, okay? It is a unilevel, thank goodness, because I don't really like binaries. But they want you to have at least 2 legs here, right? It's just to prevent, people from stacking and things like that. So they want you to have at least 2 lines. If you have between 2 and 4 people here, company will pay you 0.1%. Again, that's a portion of the trading activity from the deposits of those people. If you can get yourself up to 20, and it doesn't have to happen overnight, it could happen in a little bit of time, guys, don't worry. Just 20 though, over time, do you know 20 people that would like to create a passive income with something that's pretty darn solid over and above what they're doing now? If you can get to 20, company will pay you the maximum 0.04%, portion of the trading activity from the deposits of those people. And you can make actually up to $3,000 per day with the downline bonus. And at that point, when you hit $3,000 per day, you can actually go beyond that into our global bonus pool, okay, which has just began. And then we have our pool share. Our pool share, very exciting, because it's based on that streamline that I talked about, right? The streamline being all of the deposits that come into the company from people that have joined after you joined worldwide. So again, not your own team. I'm talking everybody in the world. When they join this company and deposit, it actually goes into your streamline. And the company will pay you on these 7 different pools as you qualify for them. I'll give you an example of how you qualify for pool 1. You need to have $1,000 yourself working, okay? And you need to have simply 1 person that you have referred that puts in $1,000. Now, it could be 2 people with $500. As long as it totals $1,000 there in your first line, you will be qualified for pool 1. Now, as you can imagine, these pools, as they go up, there's fewer and fewer people that have qualified for them, because you can see there's bigger qualifications for them, right? So right now, as an example, there's probably over 2,000 people qualified for pool 1, but there's only a handful of people qualified for pool 7. So my suggestion to you is try and get qualified for as many of these pools as you possibly can. And remember what I said before, even if you're passive, you can qualify for these pools, even if you refer nobody. I have a gentleman who is in this business and he's never referred anybody, but he's qualified for pool 5, right? So you can do this with just your own funds if you wish to. Obviously, those building this can certainly get qualified for these, and I can tell you it gets very exciting. This is the global leader pool. As mentioned, if you have reached $3,000 per day in the downline bonus, you can qualify for this. They actually take 0.01% of the company's streamline and distribute that out to those who qualify for it. And lastly, our rank bonus, and these are one-time achievements. There's a total here of $46,110 the company will pay you simply for achieving these ranks all the way to Paraiba Diamond. And the reason we have gemstones is because Paraiba is a gemstone, right? If you look up the definition of Paraiba. So I'll give you an example here. I became a Purple Diamond member a couple of months ago, and that means that I have 15,000 on deposit. Myself, I have at least 10 to 19 or more people in my first line. I reached pool 4, okay? And I've got 2 Green Diamond members in my team on at least 2 different legs. So the company paid me $5,000. So when you reach these achievements, they pay you directly into your private account. You can take it right into your Bitcoin wallet if you want to, or you can put it right into trading, entirely up to you, but it can add up nicely. And we've got quite a few people qualifying for these every week. It's great to see. All right, I'm going to stop sharing here. And let's see.